Okay guys, today's video is going to be on making stamps with the Imagepac Stampmaker machine. So what I've done here is I have opened up my Silhouette Studio and I have designed some of these designs. Now the fairy, the heart with the arrow, the unicorn, those are all, and the arrow that's kind of curved, those are all images from Silhouette. So those are not my images. Those are images I downloaded from Silhouette. All of the words I just kind of typed out using different fonts. And then what I did was I made sure that I highlighted everything in white. And let me just set you guys up so you can see how I did that, because this is very important. You need to print this in a what's called a negative format. And I'm trying to open my Surface here and it does not want to cooperate. Okay, anyway, I'll just have to hold you guys up. So what you do is you put your image down, and then in the top left corner here, there is a shadow box. See that? So you want to make sure that you click both of those and you make your image in white. After your image is made in white, you need a black background around it. So you're going to go over here to where the square or the circle is. You're going to click that and you're going to make a black box. You're then going to layer your images by right-clicking on the box and putting send to the back, and then right-clicking on your words and putting send to the front. So you can see that they are two different layers. So the black background, and then it's very important that your image is all white. Then you're going to go to your printer and you're going to print that on the Imagepac, the Imagepac, I guess they call these negatives, Image Black Artwork Inkjet Negative Film, which is basically, to me, it's a little thicker than, what do we call that? Heat safe acetate. That's what it's like. And you want to print it on a matte setting very slowly. I also turned up through settings on my printer so that the black was super black and the contrast was super white, so that it printed only in grayscale, black and white, super black, super white. So let me take you over to my desk now and show you what we have. Okay. So these are the images, and you can see here that they are indeed super black and super white. Now at this point, I am going to pause the video. I'm going to set up my stamp maker, and we're going to see if we can turn these into stamps. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay guys, so got you set up on the desk now, and I have the Imagepac machine on, which is basically, I call it a UV machine. Like when I go get my nails done, that's what it looked like. It has these UV lights inside, and it says to pre-warm the machine for 1 minute. While that's warming up, you want to set up your sandwich, and the sandwich is going to be, and this is the only second time I've used this, so you guys will have to, cut me a break here. All right, so there's this little clamp platform. So what we're going to do when we do the clamp platform is we want to put the Imagepac, which is the gel. This is the photopolymer gel that's going to turn into a stamp, and it says Imagepac, so we want that face up. Sorry, I have to do from the bottom up. Okay, so we're going to do, this says 100 seconds. So we want that as our base layer. Then we want our image, and I've just cut out this image in the direction that I want it to go in, because I want it to stamp. That way is fine. And then we want to put our Imagepac photopolymer gel over top of that image. And then we are going to put our clamp that says 6 seconds over top, okay? From here, now we can see that the gel is covering the whole stamped image. So what we want is that area that has the arrow, which is see-through, we want that gel to cook. And as it's cooking, it will harden. Anything that's in black will stay gooey and stay pink. And as it's gooey and pink, it will wash off. The timer also came with the machine, so we're going to put that on 6 seconds. Okay. And Okay, then we just slide it in and let it go for 6 seconds. So here we go. I'm going to put that in. You're going to hit start. Okay, and then we have to turn it over. And we need 1 minute 40 seconds. I should have had this ready already. I think I could have counted to 6 better. Okay, so it says 100 seconds, so 1 minute 40 seconds. So we're going to let that go, and we flipped it over, so now it says 100 seconds up. I'm just making sure that I'm following the directions. And then all we're going to do is I will pause the video and take it up to the sink and clean it out. So it states, after it's hard, you take it up to the sink, you wash it, you cut the plastic and all the gel oozes out. They do give you a brush. You wash it with warm water and dish soap until it's no longer sticky. The stamp will be a light pink color, which I will show you guys, and then we will put it back in the machine and we will harden it for 2 minutes. So I'm going to wait till this pops out and then you guys will see that. Here's some of the images if you guys want to see them real quick. I don't know how well they'll show up here. Okay. So this one says, you suck less than most people. I didn't realize it was going to be that big. I have to work on my font size. This one says, Happy Single Awareness Day. Keep on stamping. I'm still not sick of you. A little heart with arrow. Love stinks. And Cupid is stupid. And then I made the very large unicorn and fairy. Those will be for Leah. Okay. So we are done here. We're going to take our guy out of here and to show you. And this is reusable. We can use this on another image. So once you print these, you want to save them, you can reuse them to make another stamp. And I don't know if you guys can see or not, but the stamp itself is hardened in there, so it is an arrow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around here. All of this around the outside will be excess, and I will throw that away and then wash all this slimy pink stuff is still soft and moist. We're going to wash that away. So then this will become a stamp that will stamp down like that. So I will be back in just a moment, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm back. And I've cleaned off the stamp. Now, what I wanted to mention was when you are cleaning off the stamp, there's a soft layer on top, and then there's a harder layer on the bottom. So as you are cleaning off your stamp, you want to leave the bottom sheet, which is it's a harder plastic sheet, the carrier sheet. If you try to peel that off, it will rip the stamp. So you just want to cut around the edges, clean off the ooze and goose. It's super sticky. I used a warm water. I used a brush. I cleaned it off as best as I could. It's still kind of sticky. So this is where hardening comes in. So it comes with this little plastic Tupperware tray. And all you're going to do is take the lid off of that and you're going to put some water in there, which I have done. Okay, and this is where we are going to harden it. You don't need the lid. We are going to put the stamp in with the plastic side down. So we have that hard plastic that's at the bottom of the stamp. And we are going to load that into our stamp maker. Let me get that bubble out of there. Okay, so it's in the tray. It's going to go into our stamp maker. I've also set my timer for 2 minutes. So we are going to hit start and we are going to let that guy harden. If you try to rip off that bottom plastic, because the stamp is not completely cured yet, it will rip it. And it is a very sticky process. So what I wanted to do was, make these non-traditional kind of Valentine's cards for some of the guys at work. So I really like this one that I did that says love stinks and Cupid is stupid. I have a little, like a poop emoji stamp, and I think that would be great with that. So we're just going to let this harden. And then we will test stamp it and see what happens. You know what I don't have? I meant to buy some of that, what's that tacket stuff called? I forget what it's called. Because these are already sticky. Or you can use cling mount, easy cling mount, mounting foam to mount them. You could use double stick tape. You could use, I forget what that stuff, it's like easy peel something or other. Because once it cures hard. It is not sticky anymore. Also use double stick tape or something like that. And I think that's what I'll do, is just use some temporary stick it. All right, so almost done here. Okay, we're done. We'll turn that off, move that out of the way. Whoops. Take our tray. And our stamp is completely blue now. Let me move this out of the way. And I have a paper towel. So you can see now it is now no longer pink. It is all 100% blue, which means it is done cooking. Move this water out of the way. And when you get these little pink image packs, you want to store them in a box away from light. You do not want them exposed. Now this is still a little sticky. We could probably go wash it a little more. But this backing sheet should now peel off of it. Oh, this is when I miss my nails. All right, for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put a little of this temporary tacket on the back here. Or not. This is the only issue I've had with making your own stamps, is they don't want to stick. All right, so I left the plastic backing on. I'm just going to stick it on this block, and let's just see how this stamps out. So I have some Hero Arts dye ink here. These are photopolymer, so they should stamp out pretty well. Ta-da! And there we go. Making your own stamps with the Imagepac Stampmaker. Okay guys, so that's all I have for this video. I will make the other ones into stamps, and then I will show you guys a video of some cards that I made with them. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post it down below. Yes, it is staining. It's okay. It's supposed to stain. It's a photopolymer stamp. It's not a silicone stamp. And the only thing I have to figure out is how to get this to stick to my stamp blocks. But that's not a big deal. I'll work on that. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, post them down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. And keep on stamping. Bye-bye.